Today we're talking how to heat your outdoor building for cheap. Hello, I'm Gruffydd, welcome to Winning Gruffydd. Here we talk everything beekeeping, farming, countryside living, and we do reviews as well. Now it is a chilly one. It's been freezing every day here now for about 7 days in a row, and it's really got me thinking how to heat outdoor buildings for cheap. I've got a big heater in here at the minute. It's costing a fair bit to run, but it is doing a good job. But I wanted to see if I could heat that up for a lot less than what I'm actually paying. So I've got the big bee shed there, and we've got people working in here, myself included, and the area needs to be warm, especially if you're going to be in here most of the day working. Nobody wants to be working in the cold. So I've got this big area in here where we pack orders, which we're heating with an electric blow type heater at the minute. And then in here I've got the office where we pack some of the honey and do the admin stuff. So I have worked out the cheapest way to heat outdoor buildings for as little as 1 pence per hour. And they're called tube heaters. Now, tube heaters have been in production for decades and decades. They've been used heavily in greenhouses, outdoor buildings, kennels, catteries, that type of thing. But they're actually pretty good for heating outdoor spaces with low cost, massive, huge low cost, and they're pretty safe as well. So, but the biggest thing for me is I want to heat this area up, I want to heat rooms up, and I don't want to pay a lot for it. Electric is expensive, but I wanted to try and heat this building up being as green as possible, because when we were looking at heating this building up, we were thinking, oh, we'd put in a central heating system, oil or gas, but then you start thinking, well, actually, we want to try and get away from that. We got solar panels on the farm. We want to try and be as green as possible. You know, we want to try and put a renewable energy source in here. And I think tube heaters is the way forward for us. And I'm going to show you the tube heaters that I've bought. Just now, I've just had a delivery of more. I've already got, I think for the last month, I started buying tube heaters just to test them out. I've got one in there, one in the honey warm room, another one in the honey house, and they're working great in there. So I'm just doubling up now. I'm going to put more in different rooms and double up some of the heaters in some rooms, because one wasn't quite enough to get the temperature just right. So if you're not sure what a tube heater is, let's have a look. So here we have the tube heaters that I've bought from a company called Thermo Products, but the website is actually called We Are Tube Heaters. And here we are. Let me try and open this box a bit better. Right, so what have we got in this box? Now, just to put it out there, I've paid for all of this. Thermo Products don't know I'm doing this video. It's just, I think this is a really good product. I've been buying it for a month now. I've tested it really good. And I think a lot of you, my viewers watching this channel, whether you've got a honey house, a garage, a greenhouse, an outdoor building, you're obviously into the countryside if you're watching this video, you've got outdoor buildings you want to heat, you don't want to pay a huge amount of bills to heat that area up. So I'm just sharing this with you. I've done the research, and I think this company is pretty good. I think the product is really good, so I think it's just worth me sharing that with the channel. So not getting paid at all. I've got a guard, safety guard, This is going to go the second heater in the office, so that's a guard to go over the tube heaters. Now the tube heaters, they actually go up to 80 degrees. That's how hot the tube goes, so you don't want anybody touching that. But I don't want anybody touching this, and I don't want anybody sliding a chair back and hitting it. So 2 reasons why I've got that. The only place I've put the guard is actually in the office. Everywhere else I've just put them without the guard because they're up on the wall out of the way. So I've got a 5-foot heater there. You can see the Made in Britain stamp on there. This is the second one I'm going to put in the honey house. So I'll have 2 in there heating that up. Comes complete unit. You got the 3-pin plug in there. You got wall brackets. Comes complete, so you don't have to buy any kind of extras to go with it. And that's a 6-foot one. That's the biggest one they do. That's the secondary one for the office. That's going to go in with this. And there's another one which is going to go in the honey warm room. And I've bought with them then electric thermostats, so I can leave everything on in the shop. Once it goes up to temperature, this cuts it off, so we're not using any electric. Very, very efficient, cheap way of heating a room using a thermostat, so you just haven't got your heater on all the time. And that's it for these heaters. That's exactly what it looks like. I'll show you one I've put on the wall already for you to see how it actually looks like. I might actually show you a few of them. So, big question. How much does this cost to run? So these come in, they start off on 1 foot and then they go all the way up to 6 foot. And for every 1 foot of tube heater you go for, on their website, they say that's going to cost ½ per hour to run. So 1 foot of tube heater will cost ½ of electricity per hour to run. So on a 6-foot piece, going off the prices on their website, that's going to be 3 pence per hour to run. Now, prices has gone very, very high recently. Fuel prices, electricity prices has gone through the roof this year. And not just electric, everything, timber, cement, building material, you name it, everything's gone up. So I think the prices are going to be a little bit higher than what their website states for real time now, but they're not going to be twice as much more. So, you know, if a 6-foot tube heater is on their website 3 pence per hour to run, maybe add a penny or 2 pences above that. Worst case scenario, double it, so it's instead of 3 pence, it's 6 pence. But the true figure, I think, is somewhere in between 3 and 6. So say, I don't know, 4 or 5 pence per hour to run a full 6-foot one, which is still really, really cheap. So the way I've got this running, I've got 2 heaters per room. So 2 heaters, if we times that twice by what the price on we are tube heaters, say that's going to have a running cost of 6 pence per hour. Add a little bit on for today's prices. We're still heating a room up roughly for 10 pence per hour by running 2 6-foot tube heaters, which, I mean, is unbelievable value when you think about that, heating a room up for such little cost. Because every business, come winter, heating office space or heating areas is a genuine cost. There's no way around it. You have to heat up work areas. There's just no way around it. It's something that every business has to do. And I think these tube heaters, especially my system here, that's going to give me the saving, but allow me to heat areas up to a sufficient temperature without breaking the bank. And like I've said, I've got solar panels. Click the link there if you want to see my solar panels. So whatever I cost you, as long as it's running in the day, then I can pretty much take away 50 to 40% of that off straight away because I've got solar panels providing the electricity for me. Either way, I'm sure you'll agree those prices are very, very low, super low running costs, and I think you're going to agree. Now, another good thing about these heaters, they are IP54 rated, so they can withstand a little bit of water, splashes, etc. So if you are going to put this in a kennel or in a greenhouse, a little bit of water on there is fine. It's not going to damage it at all. But one of the main reasons, another reason I went down the route of tube heaters is these are designed to just be left on all the time. So you don't have to switch them on, switch them off every time you're in or out of the room. They're designed to be just left on. There's no fan or anything, so they're just slowly heating up the room you're in. So you can leave these on for hours, days, I'm not sure about days, but hours and hours and hours. They're quite used to being run like that. And I've been running these now for, some of them, constantly for several days, heating up an area, and they've been fine. 2-year guarantee on these ones, that's another reason I went with them. And again, I went with them because they're made in Britain as well, so I wanted to support a local company that makes these. And so far, I'm pretty good. That's why I've bought more of them, and I just wanted to share this with you. So I've got nothing else to say about these tube heaters. We've spoken about the price, how hot they get, how much it costs to run, etc. So I'll show you some of the tube heaters I've got within my business. Well, that's it. That's where I've got the heaters on at the minute, and I'm going to put these now in different places within those rooms just to double up the heat outage. And, you know, even though I really like these heaters, I highly recommend them. Don't expect these to be like a fan-assisted heater. You know, it's not going to heat up the room instantly, really quick. It does take time to just warm that area up. It's not like a rapid type heating system. It's more of a slower but gradual, but then it maintains that heat just nice. But with the way everything's going price-wise, everybody needs to cut down on how much electric they use, how much bills they've got. You know, if you're spending a lot of money on fuel, etc., everybody wants to reduce how much they pay in. And because we're on electric here with the solar panels, this is a great system for us. And it may be a great system for you as well. Well, that's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoy it. I'm going to fit these up now. But don't forget, if you like this video and you want to watch more of the same kind of content, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I try my best to upload new videos every week. Thanks for watching.